Here's something worth talking about. Pathfinding. We all love to see things, pathfind things like this, you know. Seeing this is pretty cool that they can find their way through different maps and stuff. It's very fun. But of course, there's one small flaw.
Oh, no. What I sound like? I sound like I'm in my mid-20s. Mom.
Anyways, there's one flaw, and it's that they can't tell when a path is blocked. You see, Tundra here is they can't they think they can get through this, but they can't. It's blocked. And realistically speaking, you'd think like, well, yeah, then let's find an alternate route. Let's say over here. Oh yeah, look, this is open. I could just go over here. But they can't see that. Of course, it's a common problem with every nextbot too, you know. You could just throw in some DRG base. Except DRG base has their nextbots climb over it, which is pretty smart idea. if the creators allow that. Normally you just have them walk into it. But I've done experimenting before. A week ago or a few weeks ago. I've been experimenting with it in a destructible house map, and it's possible to let them know if they're able to get to a spot quicker than just going through the same route over and over again. Or at least if it's blocked. Now, I've worked up a thing. This looks simple, but I'm gonna uncomment this. And you see, of course, you see all these white lines, and you'll see red lines too. Those are just small traces. Don't worry about that for now. But as you can see, Tundra is going through here.
Okay, don't panic. All right, stop panicking. I can still stop this.
I'm not panicking. We're fine. But let's throw in a twist here. What? We're gonna block this off. And as you can see, there's a red line pointing at the, meaning they can't go through that. So Tundra is going around instead of at it.
I'm pretty sure we're going the right way. Pretty sure.
Yes, you are going the right way. You just found an alternate route. Congratulations, Tundra. Then you may be thinking, alright, well, what happens if you block this side? I'll do just that. It's gonna be a little messy, but there we go. Alright, that's blocked. But Tundra is still gonna realize that and find a different way. And bam, they went around that just how a real person would have done. Figure that out. You know, we can just keep on trying to block Tundra until there's like we reach a point where it's like, alright, well they can't even do anything at that point. Block Tundra enough, and now they're gonna go around this entire blockage. Let's see if we put a little opening there. And as we can see, that's gonna confuse Tundra. If we just move that a bit, then they would have, you know. Now, this system isn't gonna be perfect. And I don't think it's ever gonna be perfect. Because of how the pathfinding generation works and what tools I have to work with it. But this pretty much shows what can be done. It is possible for them to dynamically try to find their way around things. Like, we're gonna do this. they go, and the whole path goes around this entire blockage. Yep, there goes Tundra. Now let's see if I open an opening right here. Nope. Nope. This is what I mean by it's not perfect. Yep.
Oh, sorry. I hope I didn't disturb you too much then.
You see, broken up, perhaps like this may confuse them, which we'll give that a try here. Let's just put a bunch of props, just oddly placed, and let's see what they do. And surprisingly, I think Tundra is gonna go right between them all.
Be ashamed to miss it, wouldn't it? Just for the old neurotoxin. Neurotoxin.
Huh? Well, let's do that. Let's block that off. And yet, the Tundra is gonna try to slip through this hole.
Means, right? That's pretty much it. The rescue base and explorer
Yep, no.
just merged into one and turned into the United States of America.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna work. But you can tell that it does work to an extent. There are gonna be times like this where if you just block a building with like no other way in, like you could see there's no other entrance except this, they don't know what to do. And naturally, that's normal, because if we turn this off and then place Tundra, you see they're still gonna try to get inside regardless, so even then this is a pretty normal thing. We'll do some more experimenting with this. Let's say right here in this building, we're gonna leave one opening right there, and we'll see what they do. And look at that. Tundra's picking the right way out. Once again, what happens if we block all the exits? Tundra's just gonna try to walk through it. But if we leave a opening right there, Tundra's gonna go out that way. If we put this back again, remove this, Tundra's gonna go over there. Isn't this just fun? Dynamic pathfinding. It's real. It's very fun. Well, let's try in here too. We're gonna block this off. They're gonna go around. What if we block this off? They're gonna go around. Where in actual reality, they would have tried to go through that again. But yeah, once again, it's limited. The way it's working is it traces between areas from the middle. So, which would mean smaller areas like this would mostly give a more accurate, dynamic pathfinding. And there'll be some weird... There's gonna be situations where it just won't work like this. This entire floor space is just like one big nav area. If we try to block it off, well, you won't get any results. So this pretty much just allows them to dynamically pathfind if possible. We're gonna have to put that in there too, if possible, because they can't dynamically pathfind all the time. See, like this. Tundra just can't. Now, in cases like this, sometimes it seems to just depend on the on what's going on with the props and stuff. But I guess the bigger question is, what would happen if someone's chasing you? Oh, he killed himself. Come on, man. We're trying to test here, and you just try to kill yourself. Alright, so we go right here. You can see that, what's his name? Cordon is going around the, props, which is good. But now, as soon as we go behind this... Oh yeah, there's too much things rendering at the moment. Hang on a second. Hold up. Okay, we need the... Too much rendering going on. Unless that's the traces. Marauder. Alright, so... And as soon as we go behind here... They're gonna go around. And then you could just troll them like this, and they have no choice but to go around. You can tell, I place a prop here. They try to go around it.
Can we have internet sexting?
Isn't that fun? Now, I think I know why there's some FPS drop. Let's turn on the graph so we can see my FPS. This map is generally pretty heavy for my FPS because of pretty detailed stuff. But you can see the FPS probably won't do well. Maybe. It was probably just the lines being rendered. 10 FPS difference.
Thanks for the bounty.
This would be more intensive of combat and such, with them constantly updating their paths, as you saw. I'm gonna leave it as an option for this quote-unquote dynamic pathfinding, because definitely will get intensive. And it'll be off by default, of course. We don't want people wondering why their game is lagging all of a sudden when the Zeta tries to move. But yeah, that's quote-unquote dynamic pathfinding for you.